eventually you're going to have to stand in the mirror and realize that you need to change. Change is something that's inevitable if you want success. The most successful people had to be real with themselves and tell themselves something about you is wrong. Something about what you're doing is wrong. Because if you're not seeing the success that you want, then something is wrong. You need to go back to the drawing board and change something. For me, it was standing in the mirror and realizing there are certain characteristics about myself that I do not like. There are certain characteristics about myself that are stopping me from being the successful person that I would like to be. For me, it was my lackadaisical care for life. I didn't really have a real care for living. Living wasn't something that I cared to do. I just cared to exist. If I was existing, I was fine. But I had to then look in the mirror and realize to exist is to coast, to succeed is to change. So I knew I wanted success, but in order to get success, you need to start living for real. And I was not. And so therefore I then had to change the way I think, my drive, my motivation, my plan for life, because I didn't really have a plan for life. I just knew, okay, I want to be successful at whatever. I don't care what it is. That's why I've changed from so many jobs. I've had job after job after job. I was a rapper, dancer, singer, actor. It was everything because I just knew whatever it is, I don't care what it is. I wanted to be successful, but you have to come up with a real plan, not just pick up this, pick up that, pick up this. No, first you need to change the way you're living and actually start living for you. Then you need to come up with a real plan and a plan of action, not just a plan on paper. Yes, start with a plan on paper, but then you need to come up with a plan of action. Just like how we say, faith without work is dead. A plan with no action is dead. I had dreams, but I started to realize that my dreams were the same of my peers. I was hanging around with people who their dreams were in a box and they didn't realize that you're living within the parameters of, this might sound rude, but you're living within the parameters of nothing. You're aspiring for nothing. Like you're not going anywhere in life. Like you're seeing this box, and because you're at the top of the list, but still within this box, you feel like, oh my God, I'm living, I'm living, I'm living. Within reality, my dreams was here, but I was living here. But I'm okay with the way that I'm living because the way that I'm living is within a box, but I'm at the top of this box. My peers is in this box with me, but I'm topping them. So I'm feeling like, okay, I'm living with them, which is in reality, I was not living. I was not living. I was not the success that I wanted. It wasn't coming to me. And it was pissing me off. And to be honest, it was making me act out towards the people that were around me. Then that's when I realized, okay, I have to cut these people off. I have to isolate myself. I have to cut these people off and I have to start over from the ground up. I'm 27, starting over again. A lot of people are afraid to start over because they're like, "Oh, I got kids, I got this, I got that. I can't start over." Baby, your success is in the start over. Take that first step, even if it's a baby step, even if it's I woke up today and took a shower. I woke up today and I ate a meal. I woke up today and I saved $20. I woke up today and I went and got my tires fixed. That little small step is needed for you to have a bigger change. Your plans in life need small steps. You can have big dreams and big aspirations, but you need to complete the little steps in order to get there. And it doesn't matter how old you are starting over, because that is the fight that I've been having with myself. Oh my God, I'm 27 and I'm starting over again. oh my God, I'm about to be 30 and I'm starting over again. Life will have you in shambles if you are living to the world's perspective of what success should be and how old you should be when you have success. Honey, if you got to start over again at 40, if you got to start over again at 50, if you got to start over again at 60, who gives a fuck? Start over. Take that first step and start the fuck over. Who cares? Who fucking cares? You want to know who cares? Your future self cares. Take that step for your future self. And that is what I had to like get into my head of, because I kept saying, damn, I'm watching my peers, they buying property, they having cars, they having a way, they on vacation, they taking trips, they doing this, they doing that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you, baby girl. What's wrong with you is you scared. You afraid to start over. So then you keep trying and trying and trying at this bullshit ass plan that's not for you. Throw that paper away and write a new plan. Start over. Because that plan is not for you. Sometimes you need isolation. And I'm sorry to say this, but sometimes the people you are around are not the people that you're supposed to be around. That nigga that you fucking is not supposed to be within your plan. God ain't even letting your plan come to fruition because you still around these same people. Everybody is not supposed to come with you to the top. And that was a lesson that I had to learn that kept me up. Like, even after I cut them off, I was scared. I'm talking about crying, like, God, this shit feel lonely. This shit is isolation. Like, I feel like I'm in jail. But he's like, that's what you need. Like, you don't understand where you are going. The people that was with you, you cannot take them with you. Unfortunately, the path that I put you on is to climb Mount Everest, and you cannot climb Mount Everest with baggage. You can't climb the fucking mountain with baggage. You can't make it to the top if you're trying to hold on to every goddamn body and everything. Let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go. Yes, this road may feel lonely. Yes, this road may feel like you're being isolated. But that's why they say success is a lonely road. Success is a road built for fucking one. It's not always built for a big ass entourage of people. So yes, that is why I chose Army. I'm like, okay, go to the Army because the Army is going to give you the isolation and also give you that stability. That's what you need in your life right now. You need stability and isolation. And the Army is going to give you that career, girl. I kept chasing jobs. Bitch, I was working here, I'm working there, I'm working here, I'm working there. Every time I turn around, I'm changing a job because you are searching for fucking jobs and not a career. There are careers like lawyer, doctor, this, that, aviation, all these different things. That is a career. Baby, working at McDonald's and fucking Raising Cane's and goddamn the cashier here, the cashier, those are not careers. Unfortunately, those are jobs. I needed a career that's going to set me up for success in life. I want to travel. I want to live a good life. So therefore, the Army is the way that I chose. Yes, I know the Army does not pay well. That's not what I'm going into the Army for. I'm not going into the Army because I'm trying to make $50,000 every goddamn month. That's not what I'm looking for. The Army to build my foundation. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. So if I leave the Army with a cool $50,000 saved up out of all them years, I'm okay with that because I'm not joining the Army. The Army is not my career. The Army is literally my stepping stone to get to the career that I want. And the career that I want is 15Q, which is control tower, which is aviation. I mean, air traffic control, aviation, you might as well say. Air traffic control is what 15Q is. And that is my career. That is the career that I want. To know me personally would be to know that I've always had an interest in being a pilot or being in aviation or being around planes or doing something with planes. If you know me on a personal level, this is not my first time saying that. I've always wanted that. I've always wanted that. I've always wanted that. I've always wanted that. But I never gave myself the opportunity to sit down, come up with a real plan to get there, and then say, fuck everything around me to get it. And sometimes that's what you got to do. Everybody not going to be in your corner wishing you your best wishes. You won't imagine how many people have told me going to the army right now with the predicament of politics and all that is a stupid ass decision. I don't give a fuck about what you saying, sweetheart. Let me tell you something. The president don't determine whether my success or not. Regardless, the world gonna be in a fucked up state. I don't give a fuck what president we got. It's fucked up. So what you gonna do? You gonna wait till a good president becomes in office? Then what? You gonna look up? It's gonna be 10 more years, and you still ain't gonna be, because we ain't gonna. The world ain't gonna never be in the right spot. It's always gonna be something fucked up about politics. I'm not going into this shit for politics. I don't give a fuck who the president is or what they doing. That's why, like, I had to isolate myself, bro, because everybody around you, first of all, everybody's definition of success does not look the same. My definition of success, literally, it blows my mind. And because I know that, that's what I knew. I have to cut off certain individuals because their mindset and my mindset is not equal. Right now, I'm going to be real with you. Bitch, I don't have a friend, not one. Besides my mama. Other than that, I have no fucking friends. Zero. Not a boyfriend, not a friend, not a sibling, not a nothing. Ain't nobody on the same team as me right now. And I'm okay with that. Because on the back end, that's when everybody going to be like, damn, she did that. She said that. She said she was going to do. She said she was going to. I said it. I'm not going to say it again. And I'm not finna keep reminding you. I'm not finna remind you of my dreams. I'm not finna remind you of my goals. I'm saying it right now, right here within this video. You hear me saying it. 15Q, which is air traffic control, is my goal. And that is what I have in mind. That is the career that I want. That's it. I'm not saying it again. I don't care. I'm not saying it again, and I don't need your support. I don't need none of that. So that is why I'm documenting this for my future self. I am my support system. I am my support system. Me and my mother. That is it. That is all I will ever need. I am documenting this for my future self and for others who are afraid to start over. Because I'm hearing that a lot. A lot of people like, damn, I'm tired of starting over. Like, I'm tired of starting over. Yeah, I'm tired of starting over, but bitch, I'm also tired of being where the fuck I'm at. So guess what I'm gonna do? Start over again. Bitch, they seen me be a rapper, a dancer. You didn't see it all. And guess what? You're gonna see something else. This is it. I'm finna start this, and this is what it's gonna be. Like, no matter what, one thing I'm not afraid to do is start over. I was at a point in time, and that's why I kept going with the rapping thing. Everybody keep walking up to me asking me, "Oh my God, what you doing with the rapping? What you doing with the rap?" Nothing. I'm not doing shit with it. That shit is where it's at. I left that where it's at. Yes, I was great at it. Yes, it did a lot for me in my life. It took me on a lot of fucking trips, and I was traveling, and I was doing this, and I had a lot of success, and a lot of success hella fucking fast. But that road taught me that I do not like my fate being in the hands of other people. I don't like that. I don't like my success being in the hands of whether you or not you gonna listen to this album or listen to this song or listen. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I like having my own control of my own success. Now my success is based upon whether my brain work or not. In air traffic control, it's whether you gonna sit your ass down, study this, and use your brain. I like that. I like my odds better with something that I can control. Not, are they gonna play my music? Are they gonna listen to my music? Are they gonna listen to what I'm saying? Are they gonna, child? Because to be honest, I really didn't give a fuck whether y'all was listening or not. I was gonna keep rapping. I was gonna keep saying it. But I don't like that. In order to be successful at it at the rate that I was wanting to be at, I needed you to listen. It was like I was damn near begging for people to support. I don't like that. I don't beg. I don't like that begging thing. I don't like begging for people to like support me. So therefore, I'm hoping that on this journey, I am successful enough to build me some type of investments, save me some money. First off, grasp the knowledge that I need to be a successful air traffic controller. Like, but also build a real stable foundation. That is something I've never built for myself, is a stable foundation. I was skipping the foundation and trying to build everything on top of that. But if you're trying to build a house on a weak foundation, it's going to always crumble. It's going to always crumble. It's going to always fall down. So I had to tell myself, cutting them people off. The reason you losing your mind is because the noise around you too loud. It's not even your own damn noise. It's the noise around you that's too damn loud. It ain't even that you being the loudest. It's the noise around you that's too damn loud. That's why you so fucking stressed out. Try to help this person, help that person. Listen to this person tell you about your own damn shit. Listen to this person tell, child, shut the fuck up and fuck you. Respectfully. I don't want to listen to nobody. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care about what you got to say. If it ain't constructive criticism, I don't care to hear it. I will hear it, but don't expect me to retain it to a point to where I'm gonna always apply your opinion. Fuck you. I don't care enough for that. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. So that's what I'm hoping on my journey, is that I become successful in air traffic control. I'm hoping to build some real type of wealth. I'm hoping to build, own me a couple properties, own me some shit, like get my private pilot license eventually. And yeah, this is literally the first step for me to become that. I chose Army because I need them to pay for the schooling for me to go get my private pilot license. I'm like, okay, well, I need y'all to pay for it because I'm not paying for it. I'm not finna get in debt. I'm cool on the debt. I'm cool on the debt. I'm not finna get in debt behind school. So I knew going to school right now, not an option. Going to school eventually though, yeah, because then at that point in time they'll be paying for it. So yeah, that's really my why on everything, and where I've been and what I'm doing and where I'm trying to go. That's it. That's my story. This is my plan. And I'm only sharing it with you guys to be some type of motivation, because I keep hearing people say, I'm afraid to start over. I don't want to start over. I got these kids. I got this. I got this. This man doing this to me. I don't know what to do. Honey, cut everybody off. Isolate yourself. Get the fuck away. Back the fuck away. Get quiet. You need quiet around you so you can hear your own thoughts. One thing God not going to do is compete with the noise around you. He going to wait until your ass isolate the noise and isolate yourself away from the noise. Then his voice going to become louder. That's what I had to do. I had to get the fuck away from everybody and everything. I literally live right now. I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm looking at the cows and the shit around me. That's how you know I live in the middle of nowhere. I got cows walking down the street, horses walking down the street, bobcats walking down the street, bunny rabbits and shit. And honey, I'm seeing birds I've never even seen before. I'm at a different level of peace. I'm at a different level of peace, and I needed the isolation. God was telling me for a long, 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 long time, you need the isolation. You keep trying to bring everybody and everything on your journey. That's not what I set these people in your life for. I set these people in your life to learn the lesson and move the fuck on. That was it. And unfortunately, at first, I wasn't getting it. But now, I get it. I get it now. Now I get it. And this is, I ain't gonna cap, this is the most scariest I've ever been. Not like I'm scared. I'm saying people looking at me. This is the most scariest I've ever been image wise. Because now I'm able to hear myself. Now I'm able to hear God. Now I'm able to sit down and actually come up with a plan. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have no kids. I don't have the baggage. I don't have the extras. So it's, you gonna either step up to the plate or you gonna crumble. And I choose to step up to the plate. That's what it is. This is my journey, and I'm sticking to it. MEPS honestly was great. MEPS was the first step for me walking towards change. MEPS was the first step that I took as far as changing my life in a better direction. MEPS was everything I needed. And I know a lot of people say they hate MEPS, but MEPS was honestly, I met a lot of people. I met a lot of cool people. I talked to so many people. I made friends with so many people that was leaving to start their journey. I did MEPS in Miami. Um, I met a lot of different people from Palm Beach, from West Palm Beach, from Miami, from Broward, from all over. MEPS was honestly a great experience for me. The physical was not bad. Um, I went to the hotel first. That was great. Had great roommates. Both times I went to the MEPS hotel because I went and did my ASVAB and my physical at two different times. Both were great experiences. Um, yeah, the food they feed you could be a little better that they feed you at the hotel, but you know, it's free, so you can't complain about shit that's free, you know. Um, but yeah, the experiences was great. Both my roommates were great. Um, I met one of my roommates was leaving to be a combat medic. Shout out to you, and I hope you on your journey. If you do this, cross your timeline, and you do see this, I hope that you go on to be someone in something great. Um, my other roommate that I had when I went to MEPS for the ASVAB, um, she didn't know what she wanted to be yet. She was still undecided. So I hope you pick a job that you really, really love, really, really like. And I hope you, get through your process great and well. And I hope you get everything that you want and then some. Um, but to both of you young ladies that I had as roommates that are just starting out their journey, they both were fresh out of high school. They both were 18. Um, I hope that you both do the right things on your journey, and I hope that you guys learn a lot on your journey. Um, yeah. As far as the actual MEPS go, though, the ASVAB was not bad. It wasn't horrible for me. Um, I know multiple people have to retake the ASVAB multiple times. Please, guys, do not give up. Just study, 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 study. But do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Giving up on yourself is the most craziest thing that you can do to yourself, is to give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Yes, a lot of people have to take the ASVAB multiple times. Yes, people start out with a 7 and a 13 and a 11 and a 2 and a 5 and a 20 and a 22, but keep studying, stay down, keep striving for better. Study like you would be studying for anything else at school, like you were taking the SATs, and back in my day it was FCAT. I don't know what the hell that state test is now, what they call it now, but back then it was FCAT. But whatever it is that you take in, study like it was like you did back in high school. Study, study, study. You gotta study for it. That's why we was in school for shit like 8 hours a day, almost, basically, something like that. We was in school for like 6 to 8 hours a day. That's why, because you gotta keep going over shit over and over. You gotta keep studying. You gotta keep going at it in order to get it. It's not gonna come easy. I even had to sit in the house and study. But yeah, the MEPS, the ASVAB wasn't bad. I went in to do a verification for my podcast, ended up failing my verification, and then got rolled into the ASVAB and ended up with a 70 on my ASVAB. So I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, take it from me, a girl who, if you ask anybody my track record in high school, they will tell you I skipped school every goddamn day. Every chance I got, I skipped school. Every chance I got, I skipped school. I never went. I was trying to get out of it. I was staying home, lying to my mama, telling her I'm sick, all types of things just to not go to school. I hated school. So I'm telling you, if you just lock in with yourself and study, you will pass the ASVAB. I did not hate school because I hated studying. I hated school because I hated waking up and going there. I hated the environment. I hated the place. I hated the institution. I did not hate the schoolwork itself. But yeah, study for the ASVAB. Study for the ASVAB. MEPS is long. You're gonna be there. It's a long process. MEPS is long. It's tiresome. You up 4 in the morning to get there, and shit, you might not leave to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the afternoon. That's just how MEPS go. Same thing for the physical. You up early in the morning to get sticked and picked and probed and piss in a cup, and the physical is that's what you got to do. You got to go through a hearing test, a vision test, a pee test, a blood draw. God damn it, you getting told to squat, cough, shit. I'm just kidding. You don't get told to squat, cough. But you basically, that's what it feels like. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like that. You go in with the doctor telling you to bend over, open your booty hole up, and that's what it is. That's what you got to go through, man. Like, it's what you got to go through. They making sure you ain't got no hemorrhoids. They checking your breast, making sure you ain't got no lumps in your breast cancer, and all these different type of things. They're checking to make sure you straight before you come in they stuff, giving them any type of problems. That's what they checking you for. So, hey,